We're going to be working on page 162, and this is going to be a continuation of lesson 14. In your workbook, you have 8 graphic organizers, and this is the information that you are missing. So if you don't have, if you're not going to use Kami, you're going to have to write the information that I already have here. In addition, I actually number each graphic organizer to help us keep track of which ones are the ones we are doing. So let's start with number 1. Number 1, complete the missing spaces in each rectangle set. And by now, this is like the third one you have done, so you probably have realized that if you use a strategy, it might be easier for you to complete the four spaces, right? So what we want to do is start with the one that you feel more confident in. Even though I don't follow the same pattern that you might complete it, try to do it yourself and then maybe confirm your answer with mine. Okay, so let's look at the first one. 5 divided by p. So I am going to go use the radical because I feel that most students might feel more confident with the radical. 5 is going to be your dividend, and p is going to be your divisor. Let's compute the fraction. Your numerator is going to be your dividend, and the denominator is going to be your divisor. Now let's put it in words. The quotient of 5 and p. Let's do example number 2. This time they gave us the words, the quotient of G and H. This time I'm going to follow the order. I'm just going to go do the radical. So it's the quotient of G and H. Then I'll do the expression G divided by H. Let's do the fraction G divided by H. If you feel very confident with it, you can try to do the next one by yourself. Pause the video and then try to see if we kind of get the same answer or something close to the same answer. This time, they gave me 23 divided by W. So I'll just put it in words, and I'll say the quotient of 23 and W. Let's do the expression 23 divided by W. Let's do the division now as a fraction. 23 divided by W. We're going to do the next 3 and notice that the expressions are getting a little bit more complex. So you might want to try to maybe do one together and then see if you can do the other one by yourself. You can always pause the video and see how much work you can do independently. Y divided by the sum of x and 8. So now let's have y be your dividend, and then x plus 8 is going to be your divisor. Y is your dividend, and then x plus 8 is your divisor. Okay, we have completed number 4. Now let's try to do number 5. 7 divided by the quantity a minus 6. It's a fraction. 7 divided by the quantity a minus 6. 7 is your dividend. A minus 6, your divisor. Number 6. The sum M and 11 divided by 3. As an expression, M plus 11 divided by 3. As a fraction, M plus 11 divided by 3. Let's start with the words. F plus 2 divided by G. Using the radical, F plus 2 is your dividend and G is your divisor. As a fraction, F plus 2 is your dividend and G is your divisor. Okay, now number 8 looks a little more complex, but if you just use the order that we have been using, you should be good. So your numerator is your dividend. So let's start with the quotient. Of C minus 9 and D plus 3. Keep in mind the numerator is the dividend, C minus 9, and D plus 3 should be your divisor. When you write the expression, C minus 9 is your dividend, and then D plus 3 is your divisor.